the difference for you. We've got people on here. I don't know where Dell's at. We've got a new Emerald down here, I think. Maybe she hasn't joined yet. You know, since I've been part of Alennis, which is just about 4 months now, not only have I lost weight, but my wallet is fatter too. So I got skinnier and my wallet got fatter. Hey, Chuck, you back?
I'm back.
Wow, awesome.
Oh, I hear Dell. All right.
Doesn't take long.
No, there we go. Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna mute. You're ready to go.
Okay, so we'll knock out all the background noise and reclaim host. Okay, I reclaim host. Okay, and I can mute all. Great. All right, everybody. Thank you for being patient. I appreciate that. And it's about 6 minutes after, so we'll, you know, I try to be very respectful of everybody's time. I know that it's Sunday night and you've got a lot of other things, I'm sure, planned and working on. So, hey, it is, like I said before, it's almost Christmas Eve, right? And, you know, here we are on December the 23rd. So, and it is showtime. And I'm going to take you through some information that I think is going to be very, very helpful for you, you know, as we roll out of 2018 and as we roll into 2019. So, you know, one of the, okay. Well, I think what's going to have to happen is, I don't know what's, okay. Well, let's see why this is not moving. Here we go. It's showtime, right? So one of my favorite movies. I don't know about you guys, but you know, I just want to make sure that everybody's on the same page. So I put down a couple of things that I want you to think about. You know, would you agree that there's a right and a wrong way to do everything, right? Yeah, of course, you know, raise the hands, right? Right and a wrong way to do everything, right? And that you agree that you get better at something the more times you do it, right? And the more times you continue trying. You know, that's certainly, and the following, you know, and that following suggestions of people that have done it are very, very valuable. You know, if you're trying to get to be a race car driver and you're asking a guy that drives a tow truck, I don't think that's going to probably work. But if you go to somebody who does that for a living, then obviously you're going to get some great information. You know, what I see people doing, and, you know, it's the definition of insanity, right? It's doing the same thing over and over and over again and expecting different results. You know, I see it. I watch industry, people that have been in the industry for 10, 20, 30 years, going from startup to startup to startup to startup to startup, with all of them failing. And I keep wondering why. Why is it that people do the same thing knowing what we know about the industry and the chances of the survival of a startup company? So, you know, it's beyond me. So they continue doing the same thing and expecting different results, and they wind up getting the same results over and over and over again. So, you know, maybe they're slow learners, maybe they don't learn at all. I had a conversation with one today that was just, it was, you know, I don't know, it just was kind of depressing, you know, that she continues to do this about every year and sometimes does 2 or 3 companies at the same time, hoping that one of them is going to make it, which I never could see the value of doing something like that. I mean, you've got to do your due diligence, and you've got to then put all your eggs in the basket, and especially in network marketing. I mean, it's so difficult to do multiple companies. So, you know, what I say is inspect what you expect, right? If your plan is to build a large passive income, then you've got to follow these instructions, right? You've got to buy a business builder pack. There's just no other way around it. I mean, that's it. You've got to call some of your friends, 10, 20, 30 of your friends, and ask them those 3 questions. If you don't know what the 3 questions are, here they are, right? I mean, hey, do you drink coffee? If you find somebody that says, no, I hate coffee, next, right? Don't be afraid to hang up. Say, well, you know what? This is probably not for you. And the second thing is, hey, have you ever thought about losing any weight? If they go, hey, no, man, I need to gain some weight. Well, guess what? This is probably not for you. And it's okay. It's your job to take and, you know, filter through that information. And that's why we make those phone calls. And the third thing is, hey, if the product, if they happen to say, yes, I love coffee, and yes, I'd love to lose some weight. And I always say, well, you know, if the product works for you like it's worked for me, then you're probably going to want to be part of our referral program. You see, Valentis does something very unique. They don't buy advertising. They don't hire actors. They don't pay big exorbitant fees to do television or any kind of media. They leave that to us, person-to-person marketing, and we pay a referral fee. So I'm going to put you in the referral system, and you're going to get an email from the company, and then you'll get all the information directly. So, you know, the people that I'm looking for are the people that say yes, yes, and yes, right? Hey, I drink coffee, I love it, I want to lose some weight, and I'd like to make some money. Those are the people that you want to send a sample to, and then you want to make sure you get them pre-enrolled. Why? Why do you want to get them pre? And I've had this conversation with lots of people that have handed out all their samples and haven't pre-enrolled the first soul because they're in the loop, right? They start to get some emails from the company. They get notification of the next person that goes in and the next person that goes in. They get notification of the Thursday of the Leapfrog Thursday, the end of the week, you know, so there's method to the madness, right, of doing things in order, right? And then, you know, after they get the coffee, you've got to give them instructions. People need instructions, right? They need to know how to drink the coffee for the best results. And what we want are the best results as quickly as we can possibly get them. So, you know, and then send them to the Facebook page, right? Send them to the Facebook page, Best Weight Loss Coffee Today, so that they can look at all the testimonials, you know? So definitely do that. And share your story. And, you know, if you don't have a story, get one, right? I knew that once I started taking the coffee and I started losing weight, I needed to make sure that I had a great story. And so as much as I wanted to lose weight, it was all part of my story, right? I lost 9 pounds the first week. I lost 18 pounds the first month. I'm now down 30 pounds. My waist has shrunk by 7 inches. I've gone from a 40 to a 33. You know, I mean, that's pretty amazing. So get a story. And it doesn't have to be dramatic, but it just your story, whatever the case. You know, I had a person the other day that I sent some samples to, and she said she dropped 2 dress sizes, went from a 10 to an 8. You know, and in her mind, that was gigantic. You know, I have no idea because I don't know what a size 8 dress is. I'll try one on next time. So, and then, you know, you got to follow up with people, follow up after the first experience, right? And then again at the end of the trial. Now, what are you asking them to do? Hey, Bob, you know, what I want you to do is make sure you weigh yourself so we got a basis, right? We know how much you weigh now. And tomorrow morning on an empty stomach, I want you to drink 1 or 2 cups. If they generally drink 2 cups of coffee, drink 2 cups of coffee, right? Drink 2 cups of coffee on an empty stomach, no food for at least 90 minutes because the coffee's got to get into your bloodstream, not into your digestive system, right? And because it works neurologically. That's with this thing up here in the point, right? So It works on your brain. It works on the receptors in your brain to just cancel your hunger, your cravings, your appetite, and all of those things. So, just follow through with people. And then, as if you've got them on a 3-day or a 4-day or a 5-day, program, continue to follow up with them. More than likely, they're going to follow up with you. They're going to drink coffee the first day. They're going to say, you know what? My appetite was gone all day. I didn't eat at all. And then, this is the part that's always hard for new people because they think that they're bothering us, right? This is our job, right? Did you do a 3-way and introduce your new person to one or more of your upline? Got to do that. Bring them to Mitch. Bring them to me. Bring them to Rick, right? I mean, we're more than happy to, put our arms around that person, tell them our story, and help you bring them into the fold. So don't think that it's a burden because, and I did, folks. Hey, I was the worst one. I was not teachable. I was not trainable. And I thought that I can do this myself. And then I failed miserably, almost for a year. I almost quit. And so, just follow the system. And then you explained, if the person wants to make money, you need to explain to them the advantages of starting with the Business Builder Pack. If you don't know what they are, then you're going to have it right here in front of you. I created this little chart, right? And there's the basic, the starter, the advanced, and the Business Builder Pack. And, there's the cost per box. There's the rank that you're getting. But more importantly, you're picking up a legacy bonus. You're picking up a team, the dual team cycle of $20. If you started any of the other packages, it's 5 or 10 and then 20, right? And then you're picking up the dual team match, and then you're picking up the global bonus pool. So, you've got to explain it to people, and you got to explain. And if they go, hey, I just want to try the coffee for a month, great. Go and buy the option 1, the basic package, $59.95, and try it for a month. And then let's come back to, because I don't want them to go spend, I'll start with the 6 boxes and spend $200 and then discover, because they weren't told, that they've got to buy the $499 package. Now they're into $700, right? So when they could have only been at 5. And why? I mean, the other thing is inventory, right? You got to have inventory so that you can go out and, we've got to get real good, and you've got to get real good, and you've got to get real good at training your people to give samples away, right? And it maxes out the comp plan. So, there's a way to get started right, and there's a way to get started wrong. So if you'll follow these, kind of steps, these ABCs, you're going to get everybody started the right way. And that's important. When is the person the most excited? When they made a decision, right? When they've made a decision for the first 24, 48, 72 hours, that window in there is when people are most excited. Because, and I always tell them, right? I always tell them that there's, people out there that if you tell them you're involved in a network marketing company, they're going to rain on your parade, right? They're going to say, oh my gosh, I can't believe that you would fall for something like that. And I tell them that there's dream stealers out there. There's dream stealers that want to keep you at whatever level they're at. And they don't want you to get ahead. They don't want you to do any better than you're already doing. So, you just, and, when you tell people that, and it might be their spouse. I wish somebody would have told me it was going to be my spouse, right? Because when I came home and I told her I was going to, do this business 30 years ago, she not only rained, it was like a monsoon, right? So it was, it was, anyway, I survived. I survived that. But you've got to get people while they're the most excited. And, here's another critical point, and that is, who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? You've got to ask them, who are the most successful, most influential people that you know? And it's surprising what people will come back and say. I've had people say, well, let's see, I went to high school with Howard Stern. Really? I said, can you call Howard up on the phone? Of course, I talk to him all the time. Well, let's get him on the phone. You never know who you're going to run into and who other people know. We're just 2 degrees of separation, right? So you just got to ask people, who do they know? Who do they know? Who do they know? And let's make a list of those people, because what we want to do is we want to start qualifying some people, asking those 3 questions before your package arrives. It's going to be there in about a week. We can have 30 people or more or less, whatever, but we can have packages ready to go out the door, and that's exactly what you want. And you want to start doing some role playing. Role playing is great because it just helps familiarize the person with the script. And I say script, it's everybody's going to have their own version, but it really is short and sweet. Hey, Bob, do you drink coffee? Everybody can get that, no matter what. Hey, Bob, have you ever thought about losing any weight? Yeah, Chuck, have you seen me lately? I'm gigantic. And that's how I was. Yes, I wanted to lose some weight. And, oh, Bob, if the coffee works for you like it worked for me, you're probably going to want to be part of our referral program so the company can send you money. You don't care if they send you money, do you? No. Okay, well, great. Okay, I'm going to put you in the referral program. And then have Bob do it, right? Have Bob ask you those questions. And then say, hey, Bob, let's call up some people and practice. Let's practice on them. Who can we call? Oh, I can call my aunt, or I can call my brother, or I can call my sister, or I can call this relative or that person or this person. Here's a buddy that I've known for 30 years. We can call him. Okay, let's get on the phone. Let's call him. And just tell them that you're practicing. You're practicing. You want to practice on them. And just have them go through. And if you'll make it fun, then people are going to do it. If they get a hot one, offer to send the samples. Don't wait. Don't wait for a week. If somebody says, hey, man, I can't, can I get some product like right now, tomorrow? Can I get some product? Can I? Then you've got to say, hey, Bob, I've got some product. No problem. I'll get it sent. You can send me some later, or don't worry about it, or whatever it is, whatever you want to say. But I do it all the time, right? I send out samples all the time. And then go through the back office training. I don't leave it for chance that they're going to go and figure it out for themselves, because you know what? They won't. They'll make an excuse. They'll find other things to do. And so I go, hey, text me when you can be in front of a computer, and I will call you back immediately so we can log into your account and we can go through. And we don't have to go through an hour and a half training. We have to go through the important parts. Where are the websites, right? Where are the websites? And so you can get them there. Okay, that's how how do I pre-enroll people and go through that, right? What's the rotator all about, right? And how does that work? I take them to how we pay commissions, because I'm expecting them to earn commissions. So I want to either have them order their MasterCard or start putting their bank account information. Then I just want them to feel comfortable in the back office, because there's a lot of stuff to look at. And then I get them over to the Facebook page, to Valentis Opportunity, and I get them there, because there's so much other good information that's posted, and all kinds of trainings and things that Rick and I have both done. So definitely something that you want to do. You got to make sure that you tell them about valentiscalls.com, right? Everything is archived, right? Everything we do is archived and recorded and stuck up on valentiscalls.com. So If you didn't know that, blame your sponsor. So placement and strategy, again, it's just so simple. The first person on your enrollers team and then the other person on your team. If you don't know which is which, then it's real simple. Just go to your back office and that's weird. That's very weird. Why that happened. Well, let's see. Very weird. Guys, I apologize for that. I don't know exactly what happened here, but let's see if I can find where we were. Oh, here we are. Weird. Placement and strategy. On your enrollers team, the second and third on your leg, like I said, if you're not sure which leg is which, go to your genealogy in your back office, and the leg with no numbers in it, there's a left leg and a right leg, very simple. The leg with no numbers is your leg. The leg with numbers is your enroller's leg. They're already building, right? So very simple to do. And important, talk to all your new people about setting up their loyalty purchase. If they purchase, if they purchase their business builder pack in December, they've got to make their first loyalty purchase in January, right? Very simple. Let's set that up now. Let's go here. Let's click on that. Let's do that. Show them where the starter pack is. If you have people right now who purchased in November who haven't done, and they're a Ruby in November and they haven't done a 100 BV order in December, you need to take them into the order section, order 100 BV, and that's the starter pack, 3 products, right? 100 BV, best way to do it, get the biggest discount so that they have qualification moving forward and they keep their rank. There's, and I want to say this, very humbly, I've had the good fortune of being at the right place at the right time, recognizing that opportunity and then going to work, just like I'm doing here. I recognize the opportunity that all of us have in front of us. Some people won't take advantage of it. Some people will take advantage of it, kind of. But I know exactly what it's going to do. And you say, well, Chuck, how do you know? I've done it before. I've seen it before. I've experienced it before. And as a result, it's, you've got to be teachable, right? You've got to show up for events. You've got to put your ego aside and allow somebody else to train you. I had a big challenge with that when I first came into the industry. I thought I could do it all myself. And, it took somebody quite my junior. I didn't find network marketing until I was 40 years old. I wish that I would have found it earlier. I mean, that's my only regret. I wish I would have found it when I was 20 and, had 20 years. But, stay with the basics. You're going to hear me talk about that over and over and over again, right? About, just staying with the basics. Don't get everybody off track doing all kinds of things. Always think about duplication. Is what I'm doing something that somebody else can do? And if it's building websites and funnel pages and all of these other things, you might do it, but nobody else can do it, right? It's like Marshall Silver. Marshall can do what he does, but nobody else can do it. Not as good as he can do it. So, everybody, but stay with the basics and think about duplication and build your belief system. And what I mean by that is that, you know, if it takes you getting on an airplane and flying to Sioux Falls, South Dakota, and sitting down and having lunch with Dave Jordan, do it, right? Whatever you have to do in order to feel like you've made the right decision. I did it. I went up there and spent 2 days with Dave, looked at everything, just hammered away for 2 days at everything that I wanted to know before I decided to pull the trigger. So that was my belief building. And then going to the events, you know, another great way, just a tremendous way of building belief and get to see other people and just being around everybody. So it's the education. Like I said, this is the home that we bought right after we moved from Arizona. Arizona was I had a magnificent house in Paradise Valley that the owner of P.F. Chang's bought, and we were still very close friends. But I came to Austin and bought a house on Lake Travis, and this was the most expensive house in Travis County that summer, and it was a fixer-upper. Okay, but it was just a small estate, right? Everything there is this circular drive is where my friend Steve Smith. Steve lived right down 2 doors down. Steve Smith started Excel Communications, and he used to land his Bell Jet Ranger helicopter on my circular drive right there. There's a 6-car garage that I put in, a porte-cochere. I built a huge office. It already had a magnificent guest house, and then terraced landscaping and a black bottom pool and all of those things. And, you know, guys, I never thought that I was going to live in a house like that. I mean, it was the furthest thing from my mind. But you know what? We could, and we could afford it, and we loved it. So, you know, I'm telling you that network marketing works. You know, if you catch a company at the right time, at the right stage of their growth, just like we have with Valentis, we've caught it. You guys have caught it at the right time. And if you'll just move on along with the process, keep putting people into the business and sifting and sorting, not selling, but sifting and sorting, right? Through all of the people that you know and that other people know, you're going to find those diamonds, right? You're going to find those people. You know, I'm so proud of Marianne and Dell. I mean, they decided they would open up Africa and open up Kenya, and that group is exploding. And more people on the Zoom, you know, every Friday and every Saturday. And Mitch, you're doing a great job. All of you guys are doing a great job with communication and everything. So, you know, what I see happening is, you know, me working myself out of a job. And that's exactly what you want to happen, guys. You want somebody else to take over, right? And do all those things. Yeah, it's there's a view from that big round window out to the lake. So yeah, magnificent house. But hey, enough about that. Let me talk to you about this guy. You know, this is the genie, right? And you guys have all seen the genie, and you know, sitting in front of the crystal ball. And here's the prediction. The prediction is that 2019 will be the start of momentum. Now, every company talks about momentum. Very, very, very few companies ever experience it, because most companies don't make their second birthday. They're already out of business. But, you know, Valentis being 5 years old in July, $80 million worth of business, already tracking. Actually, you heard Dave the other day telling us that December was tracking ahead of November, and which seldom, if ever, happens because of Christmas and everything else. But I see my volume; it hasn't slowed down. So all of you guys are doing a fantastic job. So the start of momentum, and beyond that, guys, it's just Merry Christmas, right? I'm so thankful for all of you. I'm so thankful for paying attention to Rick and to Dave. And I guess I'm thankful for the fact that I was the fattest I had ever been last May, because had I not have been fat, I probably wouldn't have listened to that call. And if I wouldn't have been busting out of my pants and my wife saying, "You look like you're pregnant. Are you sure?" And it was just disgusting. And I'm still looking for a before picture, but I'm so thankful. And all of those things happen for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. So it wasn't my time or your time to be part of Valentis 4 years ago, like it was Rick's, like it was John's. Our time is now. And I think, and I'm sure Rick and John will agree with me that it is the best time. This is the best time in the world to be part of this company. I know Dave is working diligently, putting Skinny Body Care products and genealogy together. And I got a great Christmas card from him today, and appreciate that, Dave. And guys, it's just so exciting what's I wish I could find another adjective besides exciting, but that we're in this phase, we're in this growth phase, and there's going to be a lot of great things that are going to happen over 2019. But the next 3 to 5 years are going to be awesome. Just, you think 2019 is going to be great? Just wait. Just plan to be here when we put this slide up the same time next year, right? And it'll say, Happy New Year 2020. 2020. Who would have thought, right? So my angels are looking out over me for sure. And hopefully they'll look out over you as well. So, hey, with that, I'm going to stop the share. I'm going to leave the recording going. And anybody that's got anything to say, any comments, anything that at all, please unmute yourself and come on back into the conversation.
Hi, Chuck. It's Marianne. I'm in LA.
How are you?
Fantastic. I'm just happy that you addressed 2 issues when you started live. One is that we should be okay with people who say, I don't drink coffee, and move on quickly. Because we get stuck up trying to convince them to drink the cocoa and the trim. And I just like that you address that really quick. And the other one you say is you want to lose weight. Some people obviously don't want to lose weight, and we are hung up trying to convince them that there's money to be made, and maybe they're not looking. And I realize that most people who join this business and get excited are the people that see it for others, not for themselves. Like when you tell somebody about the weight loss coffee and they tell you, oh, I know so many people who want to lose weight. Doesn't matter whether they drink coffee or they want to lose weight, they see it for other people. That is the person that you want to focus on. And I like that somebody says, oh, like when I introduced their coffee to Dell, the first thing she told me is how her daughter has been struggling to lose weight and how excited she was for her daughter, not for herself, her daughter. And that's why she's been able to be successful.
Yeah, Marianne, you're exactly right. I mean, had I been, if I wouldn't have had the results, and if Marshall wouldn't have had the results, if Mitch wouldn't have had the results, then, their enthusiasm would certainly not be at the level that it is. And, I've had, before I made the determination that I just, if if that person wasn't going to drink the coffee, even if they wanted to and they hated coffee, or they said, well, my wife is fat, I'll get her to do it. That won't work. So you just gotta cut them loose. I mean, what you want are those, just like I was talking to somebody in Australia. Now he's a tennis coach, and he said, I really don't drink coffee, and I don't need to lose any weight. And I said, then I need some overweight networkers, that that drink coffee. Find me one, and so I'll keep hunting, right, until that happens. So
yeah, fat entrepreneurial people.
right, yeah, absolutely. Hey, Sharon and Al, I see you're back. So tell us about your cruise, buddy. Can you unmute? I unmuted you. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You ain't gonna believe it. We're still away. We're in Pensacola, Florida, visiting family. We went to Bahamas, and I gave some samples to people down there that have businesses. And can we do business in the Bahamas?
Sure. Yep. Yep.
Okay. All right. We went down one side of Florida and up the other side, and I got samples everywhere, and I've been following up, and I'm not even home, and you ain't gonna believe this business does work. It does work.
Now, Sharon said that she lost weight on the cruise.
Yeah, she did. We went on skinny, and we come off skinny. Believe it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. I mean, nobody comes back from a cruise. Every cruise I've ever been on, and I've probably been on 30, I always came back 10 pounds heavier, and so it just kept getting bigger.
But I even ate. I mean, I even ate, and I still didn't gain weight. I didn't eat a lot, which would keep you from eating. And,
right.
Yeah. It's good. You don't even have to be home to do this business. You can do it anywhere.
Oh yeah. No. Absolutely.
I took a whole month off.
Oh, good. Yeah.
But I didn't take it off selling the coffee and showing the products and all that.
Well, hey, Michael, I just got your chat just a second ago. Come on out of mute and tell your story. Michael, where are you? Oh, he just said he was.
There I am. I'm
there.
there.
Okay, tell your story, buddy.
Yeah, so I've actually known Marshall for quite a while, and I was trying a different product, so I didn't jump on board with him. And finally, I wasn't getting any results, so okay, maybe I need to take a step back after hearing he's lost 53 pounds, and started taking the product. And in the last 7 days, I'm down 8 pounds. So great results.
Yeah, and it just happens to everybody. I mean, it just or almost everybody. So that's great. So just
I ate about 4 ounces of food yesterday, and I was so full I was regretting that I ate as much as I had.
You know what? I've done exactly the same thing, and I felt like I was busting at the seams. I ate hardly anything, and I was stuffed. So my wife is so mad at me about not going out to dinner anymore or not doing anything like that. And I go, well, look at all the money we've saved. I mean, I'm pretty much on grapes and watermelon. So who else has got a great story? Anybody want to say anything before we call it a day or call it a night?
Hey, Chuck.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Just wanted to chime in and kind of give Mary Ann there some feedback. I am one of the few that hate coffee. Okay. And I still hate coffee. But when I was introduced to it, I was struggling with some belly fat, and I had to get rid of it, and I was willing to do anything. So I started taking the coffee. And within 4 or 5 days, I lost 4 or 5 pounds. immediately. Well, that sold me. I was all in. And since then, I'm now down 22 pounds and 3 inches.
Wow, good.
And I love the business. I don't particularly love the product because I don't drink coffee. I still struggle with it every time I drink it, but that's me. I just never drank coffee or tea, and but I was willing to give it a shot. So don't rule out people who hate coffee. I mean, you might find one of those ones like me, and you know, that's looking to lose some weight.
So Bob, do you drink it hot or you drink it cold?
No, I drink it hot.
You drink it. Why don't you try it on ice?
Try it on ice?
Yeah, try it on ice, and
Okay.
put some keto creamer in it.
Yep,
and,
I have some of that.
Yeah, put some of that in it and shake it up with some ice, and it's really refreshing, you know. And yeah, it goes down a lot easier. Yeah.
But
So-
I don't have a problem drinking. I drink it and I'm fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
As long as I'm losing weight, that's all that matters.
Right. Yeah. Amen. Okay, guys. Well, everybody have a great Christmas Eve tomorrow night and a great Christmas Day on Monday. Obviously, there won't be any calls or anything like that. And this is Prisha Clark from Guam. Well, come on in from Guam and unmute yourself and talk to us. Go ahead.
Elisa, go ahead.
She's still muted. You have to unmute her, Chuck.
Mute her.
Okay. Where? Oh yeah. Okay. Okay, you're unmuted. Go ahead. Oh no, you're not. Yes, you are. Go ahead.
Can she take the detox powder one? I forgot the name because it's new. I don't recognize the product. Is it safer to take that? The detox
Breakthrough.
Yeah. What kind of product that she can take? She's having dialysis.
Marianne, you wanna address that?
I don't think there's any restriction based on the fact that our products are natural.
Okay, can she drink like coffee, the max, spray?
Everything.
Is that nothing complicated?
I don't think so because our products are natural, Elisa. And the detox,
Okay.
when they go to dialysis, they remove all the toxins anyways.
Okay. All right. Because you know, when I sign up, my friends, I love signing up builder pack. I tell you the story how I joined this company. I have my car payment supposed to pay it, but I put it in Valentus.
Yeah. Where to go? You pay yourself first.
And then I said, it's okay. I lost my car, but I don't lose Valentus.
There you go.
I said, I'm going to be brave because I can feel it in my heart that maybe I found the right marketing. So I'm very thankful to Martha here in Guam for sharing that to me. And, you know, in the beginning, she's telling me about that coffee, but I'm not a coffee lover. But this time, I don't care if I'm not a coffee lover. I'm going to be a lover coffee now.
Good.
And you get more
Yeah, and I
exercise
keep
this way
sharing
too.
to all my friends and also all the people that I joined marketing before, I pick up order files. I have Saipan, Palau, I got Philippines, whatever. I said, okay guys, once my product arrived, watch this, because I want to show them that I lost weight. I'm 180 pounds. And then they always teasing me like, oh, you're so fat, you're pregnant. And I said, okay, just wait. One more week, when my product arrived, when you guys see me, I become a sexy, watch out world.
This is what you love about the business. So I mean that's great. And you know, people are going to notice when they look at you and they look at your face and they go, my gosh, what are you doing? Are you okay? Are you sick, or are you losing weight? Oh, I'm drinking coffee and I'm losing weight. What? You're drinking coffee and losing weight? You know, I mean, hey, and you know, guys, there's Mitch and I have been talking about, there's an event coming up in Tulsa, and I thought I would just quickly, you know, give that a quick promo. But Mitch is talking about putting together a bus from Northwest Arkansas to go to Tulsa and then back, do that on Saturday. But, you know, so we need to start all talking to our teams up in that neck of the woods to see if we've got enough participation in order to make that happen. So we need, you know,
Marianne, we would need like a confirmed 35 or 40 people.
35 or 40 people. Okay. And, you know, guess, you know, pay for your, if it's $20, or is that what we're talking about, Mitch, about $20 a head?
Generally, yeah.
Something like that. You know, take your guest, you know, pay their way. I mean, I would pay many $20 bills to take a guest over, have them captive on the bus over and at the event, and then on the bus back. Are you kidding me? $20? Yeah, it's, you know, and maybe even some fried chicken. Yeah, so be thinking about that. And then you know, the event coming up in March in Las Vegas, I mean, we've already got a contingency coming from Africa. We're already putting together letters and invitations and visas and on and on and on, because it's a you know, a process. It's just not like getting in the car and, you know, and going to Vegas, or jumping on an airplane and flying into Vegas. You got to jump through all the hoops in order to get here and do that. So, Marianne, great job putting all that together. So,
yeah, thank you, Marianne, for sharing.
Absolutely. Well, guys, it's always fun hanging out with you on a Sunday night. I'll send this rough recording out, and then I'm going to redo that PowerPoint and send it out.
It's separate. Monday in Guam.
Yeah.
Oh. Guam is Monday 1 p.m.
Okay. Well, you guys have a Merry Christmas, and enjoy your family, and take the day off. You know, go ahead and take the day off on Christmas Day, but on the 26th, let's get back to work. So,
yeah.
With that,
no day off, because I'm signing up my friend right now.
Merry Christmas.
Okay, thank you. I would like to say thank you, my friends also, Tilly and Trudy and Joe. Thank you for participating us today. Thank you, guys. Marianne, Dale.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Hey, Merry Christmas, everyone.
Merry Christmas, Cesar.
Bye-bye.
How are you, hermano?
Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas. Talk to you guys soon.